Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Sorry that the introduction is slightly scuffed. For some reason, I can't capture this window in OBS, so I'm just doing a screen capture instead. And what is it, you may ask? Well, it's the new Overwatch dating simulation called Loverwatch. I believe this is like a 30 or 40-minute experience. So I wanted to check it out at the start of the stream. It is Valentine's Day, the day I'm recording this. And, you know, I mentioned to the tweeters. The tweeters, that's the completely different thing. There's too many things which are like Twitch, Twitter, too many TWIs. But the Twitchers out there, if you're watching this on Valentine's Day, then something has obviously gone wrong. So clearly you're alone on Valentine's Day, and why not be alone together? Anyway, without further ado, let's start it. There it is. Loverwatch. Cupid Hanzo. Look at his rippling abs bursting from his... I don't even know what to call it. Like, he's just his gown. The official but non-canon Overwatch 2 dating sim. We know we can't believe it either. Are you ready to play this thing? Can I put this in full screen? Possibly, but I don't know how to do it, so we'll live with this for now. Am I ready to play? Absolutely. First, tell me what non-canon means, or let me play. Let me play. What is your name? We are Andalono. Yep. Continue. Yes, I'm ready. Set the scene already. I would like to try and get Genji's blade, if you know what I mean. It's a Friday night in the big city. You could use a laugh after the week you've had. Tell me about it. The Laugh Attic is one of the most tragically unfunny comedy clubs in town, but you love watching people bomb on the open mic. This is honestly not me right now. If you're going to set the scene for me, anything that like makes you want to cringe, I don't like it. It doesn't do anything for me. It just makes me want to, you know, leave, honestly. It makes me uncomfortable. Sometimes that people is you. It's particularly dark tonight, so dark it'll make for quite the dramatic reveal when your eyes adjust and see who is sitting at the table in the corner. Eyes adjusting. Adjusting. Adjusting! Oh my. Oh my. Is that who you think it is? It's Genji. It's Genji. Ninja, cyborg, and all-round bad boy from Overwatch. No matter how many times you blink, he's still there. And you're completely... starstruck, love-struck, or fear-struck? Honestly, I'm love-struck. Look at the blade. Look where it's coming from, if you know what I mean. He's packing. Love-struck. You didn't know you had a thing for cyborg ninjas? Ninjas? Sure. Cyborgs? Sure. But a cyborg ninja? That's a first for you. Your heart starts racing. You're overwhelmed by happy neurochemicals, which are in short supply these days. Zap. Hark! Do I hear the sound of a heart beating fast and smell the sweat on your palms? I am Cupid, the hero of love in all its varieties. It is my sworn duty to answer the cries of all those who desire to love and guide them to fulfillment. Ooh. You look around wondering if anyone else can see this, or are you hallucinating? Don't worry, you're the only one who sees me. I do not interfere in the mortal realm. Consider me the angel on your shoulder who will point you in the right direction. Okay. That's a definite maybe on the hallucination thing, but maybe this hallucination can help you. Now, tell me, are you in love? Nope, that's my baseline anxiety. Hold up, you're not a Cupid, you're Hanzo Shimada. Why am I dating Overwatch characters, NG? Because it is the day that you can date Overwatch characters. Are we in love with Genji? No, you're not Cupid, you're Hanzo. Hold up, you're not Cupid. You're Hanzo Shimada. From the free-to-play game Overwatch 2. Just casually, you know, drop a reference to the base game. I was going to say, like, you know, a sales pitch. Free-to-play, though. Which I have, of course, played just because I recognize you as Hanzo Shimada. I get that a lot. But no matter how similar I am to the characters in Overwatch, rest assured, I'm Cupid, champion of love. However, it is entirely possible that Hanzo Shimada will have a skin based on me in the shop. How much, Blizzard? How much? What a coincidence. Indeed. Now tell me, are you feeling the signs of love? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard to tell. The path to love is often confusing, but fear not. I'm here to guide you through all its intricacies. What? It means I'm going to give you advice. Okay. So, do you wish to win the heart of Genji? Yes, I want to win the heart of Genji. Yes, I want to win the heart of Genji. Genji, truly? Hanzo Cupid, it's 2023, don't judge me. I mean, there were only two options, as he made sure I was aware. Of course. It's just, well, to call Genji difficult would be an understatement. Oh, I put it on hard mode, if you know what I mean. Yeesh, you're being really judgmental for a vessel of love or whatever. Is this because of lore or something? Yeah, you're being really judgmental. Just because I'm honor bound to assist in your quest for love doesn't mean I lack taste, mortal. Holy shit. Cupid Hanzo's a bit of an arsehole. Aren't you supposed to help people no matter what? Why do you care if I'm interested in Genji? I know of Genji. I'm merely stating that reaching Genji's heart will be a difficult task. Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Grumpy Toga. If you wish to pursue Genji, then I'm obligated to help you. It is your love life, no matter how foolish. Fuck! Well then, how do you think I should approach Cupid? You have to introduce yourself, of course. You cannot start down the path of romance without first speaking to him. Solid advice from Cupid. Already a step ahead of me where I'll just stare nervously at someone and, you know, never go and speak to them. And given that he strikes me as selfish, immature person, I would recommend keeping your conversations focused on him. He always has struggled with his sense of self, so do your best to appeal to his interests. Genji's interest is in being in the backline, throwing shurikens and double jumping on your head and spamming I need healing, so I've got this one covered. You hope he'll get over his hostility for Genji soon, definitely. But that's not important right now. What is important is whether or not Genji will feel any hostility towards you. With Cupid's word in mind, you build up the courage to approach Genji. Excuse me. The ninja turns to face you. The purple glow of the club's neon lights illuminates his metal mask. Are you talking to me? Genji, to be honest, do you want Overwatch porn? No, not really. If I wanted that, firstly, I probably wouldn't be streaming it, and secondly, there's definitely better places to find it than in Loverwatch. I'm here for the cringe, awkward interactions. I said earlier on I don't really like, you know, cringe stuff. I just want to see if it is cringe or if it is more of a comedy. Are you talking to me? Yeah, I just saw you and wanted to say, your heart starts to pound in your ears, and your mouth can't find the words to speak. Well, say something, and remember, your choices will affect how he feels about you. Okay, I really like your outfit. I saw you when I came in, and I just figured I'd want to come in here and say hello. Do you need healing? Yes, it's do you need healing? Do you need healing? I know my reputation. It is hurtful. Come on, I thought, you know, that'd be a nice icebreaker. I thought it'd be funny. But also, yes, I could use healing. I warned you he would be difficult to deal with. Anyway, I don't think I've seen you around before. I'm Genji, what's your name? Oh, I'm Andalono, nice to meet you, Genji. Andalono, huh? That's a pretty cool. Reminds me of Andalono from the game Andalono's Odyssey. What? I don't understand the reference here. Is this compared to, like, Homer's Odyssey? Is that a real game? Oh, I love that game. Are you sure that's real, Genji? No way, is that a real game? Genji tilts his head. His cybernetic hands grip the bottom of his mask pensively. Yes, it was. Hey, did you want to sit down? The next set is starting soon. Maybe we could watch together. You take a seat next to Genji and watch a few sets. You can't tell if he ever cracks a smile, but he certainly doesn't laugh at any point. Weird energy to bring to a comedy club. But before you can spend too many minutes basking in the awkward silence, Cupid returns bringing you more helpful advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Show me you can be exciting. Go perform a set. Uh-oh. I have a few jokes, but they're not ready yet. Not for free or okay, here I go. Okay, Genji, if I were going to be any enzyme, I'd be DNA helicase because I want to unzip your genes. There we go. I'm ready. Okay, here I go. Love favors the bold, Andalono. I salute you. The previous comedian steps down from the stage to some paltry claps, and when no one stands to take their place, you take the initiative to get up on stage. Swallowing your nerves, you address the audience. Hello everyone. I would be honoured to share a joke with you fine people. You look out over the audience and you see Genji looking back at you with what you assume is curiosity. While you could make just any joke, you have to wonder, what would make him laugh? Tell a joke about ninjas, tell a joke about cyborgs, tell the funniest joke you know. Alright, Genji, enjoy playing Doom. So tell the funniest joke you know. That's pretty, you know, pretty bog standard, pretty vanilla. Tell a joke about cyborgs. Listen, Genji might be a little bit, you know, by his law, he might be a little bit upset by that, so to speak. He might bring back hurtful memories. Tell a joke about ninjas. Again, this might hurt his honor and pride. So you know what? I think I'm just going to tell him the funniest joke I know. Yeah, you tap on the mic and the feedback rings in your ears. You lean in close. Why did the building get arrested for vandalism? The crowd is silent. It was a skyscraper. Well, I tried. Oh, never mind! After a pregnant pause, the crowd erupts into wailing laughter. You told what is truly the funniest joke of all time. You're a living legend! Yes! Everyone will remember you as the genius who reinvented the art of comedy. But among the crowd, one person hasn't been stricken with agonizing amusement. It's Genji. He remains just as still as you left him when you came up on the stage. After signing autographs for the whole club, you return to your seat next to Genji. Did you want my autograph too? What did you think of my joke? No, this is too egotistical. What did you think of my joke, Genji? So what did you think of my joke? Did you like it? Yeah, it was pretty funny, I suppose. As he says this, you're watching someone being rolled out the club on a stretcher, Quite literally dying from laughter. Alright, I think they're taking the Michael right now. But I think there were other jokes you could have told. Maybe ones related to me that would have made me laugh harder. I mean, I thought the cyborg thing and the whole ninja thing might have been a little bit... I mean, the cyborg thing definitely a bit raw for you. Maybe I should have just gone with a ninja joke. You wanted me to make a joke about you? In front of the whole club? Of course. Maybe a long time ago, I would have been too insecure in myself to take a joke. But now, I'm happy with who I am, even when people poke fun at me. But I guess you couldn't have known that. We just met, didn't we? Maybe on a second date, you can learn more about me. Get in! Second date. Absolutely. Absolutely, that sounds wonderful, Genji. Genji sighs, a weight leaves his shoulders. I can't wait. Guess I'll see you again soon. He leaves and you're left alone in the comedy club. Not for long though, as Cupid soon reappears. I sense the buds of romance are already beginning to blossom. How do you think things went? I sense there is room to improve. You focus too often on yourself. Show more interest in him and how he views the world. But, good or bad, your date is in the past, and we still have a long road ahead of us if you truly wish for Genji's heart to be yours. Oh, this is nice. This is on the Monaco map, right? Circuit Royale. I recognise this high ground anywhere, where the snipers just sit up there, blink away you from a distance when you have, you know, a junk queen as tank and just no space for you, and you just keep getting headshot. That's this point. When Genji reaches out to you again, he suggests grabbing dinner for your second date. He even picks out a restaurant, Café Azur in Monaco, the exclusive playground of the ultra rich. Luckily, you live in the hopeful future. You can just hop on a transatlantic train and arrive in Monaco in a few short hours. Neat, huh? You arrive at the restaurant and it looks as classy as the name might imply. A robot brings you to your table where Genji awaits you. Please tell me he's not wearing the same hoodie he wore at the comedy club. If I owned a hoodie that cool, I'd wear it every chance I get. I'm not exactly dressed up either. I'm wearing like a cat father t-shirt. Is that better? Like cat daddy t-shirt? It's okay, I'm not really dressed up either, so I guess we match. I suppose that is a favourable sign. Oh, and Nano, I didn't expect to see you here. You invited me here for a date. Oh yeah, I guess so. Anyway, how was the ride over? I slept the whole way, I had lots of time gaming. I witnessed the horrors of the deep ocean. I had a lot of time for gaming? It was great, I had a ton of time to grind XP in Vivi's Adventure Online. Vivi's Adventure Online? That game's pretty fun. Even though I think the Vivi's Adventure franchise fell off a bit after VV 3D. Right? Don't get me started on VV Party Dance Night. Talk about selling out. Editor's note. We're begging you not to add these to the Overwatch fan wikis. They're not real. Either way, I'm glad you could make it. I've been really looking forward to spending more time with you. You don't have much time to feel bashful before the waitress returns to your table to take your order. You look over your holo menu, which is like a regular menu, but a hologram, since it's the future. You should think carefully about what you order. Maybe choose something he'd like as well. Come on, even your dinner is going to affect this guy's opinion of you? These dating sims are hard work. In that case, what will you order for dinner? Order off the kids menu. I'd like some chicken tendies, please. Order Genji's favourite food, or order the most expensive dish. I'll order his favourite food, which apparently I already know. It's sushi, right? Oh, it's ramen. You know what? I will have the Rikimaru ramen. That's a pretty good option for me. That's my favorite food. How did you know? Easy. It's in the official Overwatch cookbook. What a fucking great reference. Wow. In that case, I'll take the Rikimaru ramen too. The waitrons, we don't have that on the menu. Program seems to be overridden by its "the customer is always right" subroutine, and so it takes your order back to the kitchen without complaint. That's really cool of you to order my favourite food for dinner. If there were an official Andalona cookbook, I'd have ordered yours too. You'd have ordered chicken tendies? Okay, only kidding. Honestly, favourite meal? I honestly don't know. There's part of me, this is like the uncultured swine I am, I guess. It's like, you can't really go wrong with, like, you know, a nice burger or something like that, and some fries, maybe a little bit of salad on the side. It's just a nice meal, but also a Sunday dinner. Some roast beef and gravy, rosemary potatoes, some sprouts, some stuffing. Ooh la la, that also would be in the Andalona cookbook. You make a note of his idea. You're always looking for more merchandising opportunities. The two of you spend some time chatting, and after a few short minutes, the waiter brings out your meal. 2 bowls of Rikimaru ramen. It's honestly impressive that such a nice restaurant could make a dish look like it comes from a cheap ramen shop. This looks just as good as the real thing from Hanamura. I know this map. It hasn't been, you know, years since I played it. It's all it's missing is the Murloc bowl. Then it to be perfect. Oh no. How could they forget the Murloc bowl? That's half the fun of Rikimaru ramen. Huh? Let me go check with the waiter. Maybe they have Murloc bowls in the back. You fetch the waiter and explain that Rikimaru ramen just isn't the same when it's not in a branded bowl. Unfortunately, the restaurant doesn't have any Murloc bowls on hand, but they're able to draw a crude recreation on 2 of the regular bowls. When you return to the table, Genji looks completely deflated. You sit across from him and he barely even acknowledges your presence. Even Cupid seems troubled by his sudden shift in mood. Perhaps you should check on him, Andalona. Is everything okay? You seem bummed out. Genji shrugs. Sorry, I know the diner recognized me while you were gone. They came over to talk to me. Oh, was this an ex? Oh, did they ask for your autograph or something? No, they actually recognized me from Blackwatch incident. They had less than kind words to share with me. I'm so sorry, Genji. I'm so sorry, Genji. I can't believe someone would give you the trouble about it here. It's alright. I'm not proud of who I was then, but I will admit, it is discouraging. I have tried my best to become a better person, but I fear my past will always haunt me. Some days it feels like there is nothing I can do to move on from who I was. He sighs, propping his head against his hand dejectedly. It's a heart-rending sight. It seems you could use your reassurance. A small gesture might go a long way. Apparently even Cupid has the sense to put aside his bitterness towards Genji when he's in this state. What do you do to cheer Genji up? Beat up who was mean to him? Hold his hand, reassure him. Can I not do option 1 and 2 at the same time? We'll give him some reassurance. Hey, I know you've been working hard to be a better person. I know you've come a long way from who you were before. So don't let anyone else get to you. As long as you know you're getting better, who cares what anyone else thinks? Genji seems touched by your words. Sure, maybe you plagiarized them from the back of a self-help book, but he's not your high school English teacher, so it's enough to get him smiling again. I suppose that's true, although even if I don't care what they think, I still care what you think, Andolono. So, thank you. Of course, Genji. Anytime. Let's eat her. Her food is getting cold. The two of you finally enjoy your night as it was supposed to go. You don't know how Genji eats with his mask on, but every time you look away, more food disappears from his plate. You assume it's getting into his mouth one way or another. By the time you're done eating, Genji seems happier than ever. You're glad the evening is going in a more positive direction. Can you call me Andy? I don't have a problem with it, but no one else has done it, so I'll know who you mean though if you say that. Hey, I wanted to ask you about something. Shoot. Is he going to ask me if he can call me Andy as well, you think? How would you feel about going somewhere special for our next date? Date number 3. We're doing it. Anywhere that's special to you is special to me. Sure, anywhere that's special to you is special to me. That one doesn't earn you any points with Genji, but it makes him blush. And isn't that worth more than any kind of gameplay progression? I was hoping we could go somewhere that's really special to me. How would you feel about a trip to Nepal? What's in Nepal? When do I get to choose a date? What's in Nepal? What I meant to do with it? I meant to pick the correct answers, Genji. And then hopefully I will get Genji's blade, if you know what I mean. What's so special about Nepal? It was a very important place in my growth as a person. This may surprise you, but an isolated mountaintop helped me find peace. There's more to it, obviously, but I figure I could explain when we get there. Sure, I can't wait to hear all about your backstory. Okay, I'll see you there. I hope it'll be really special. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks again, Andolono. Genji departs from the restaurant, and you're left alone. Well, as alone as you can be when you're haunted by the vessel of Valentines. Another date down, with a third to come. Most impressive, Andolono. Thanks. How do you think Genji and I are doing? You are close to his heart, but you haven't reached it quite yet. Keep trying to put him first whenever possible. But there is still another date in your future. Do what you can to prepare. I sense this one will be the most important of all. Well, let's go. You ascend the snowy mountains in Nepal, and the cold rudely, fuck me. The cold rudely seeps right through every layer of clothing you wore. Hard to believe that just a few days ago you were telling jokes in a comedy club, and now this is what is expected of you to keep this relationship going. Man, nice mountains. I hope I brought an oxygen canister though, because I imagine I'm not particularly, you know... I don't think I'm well acclimatized to this altitude, let's put it that way. As you're trudging along, Cupid appears again. Thankfully you know his deal by now, or you think you are seeing things thanks to the hypothermia. Andolono, I need to stress how important this date will be. Clearly you are important to Genji. He would not have brought you here otherwise, so just be sure you do your very best this time. Thanks a lot for your help, Cupid. Thanks for helping me out this whole time, Cupid. It means a lot. Of course. Even if you and Genji are difficult at times, it is my privilege to assist you on the path of love. But perhaps I should be thanking you. Whether or not Genji's heart will be yours in the end, your devotion to love is inspiring. It has been a pleasure to accompany you. Oh, Cupid. You're sounding all sappy. Don't tell me this is a teaser for the secret Cupid path of this dating sim. Don't be ridiculous. If there were a secret Cupid path, Do you truly think I would broadcast it so freely? Besides, a path of that nature would be difficult to unlock. You would need to, say, successfully win the heart of both heroes to show me your commitment to love. Hypothetically, of course. So I could also receive Hanzo's arrow as well if I played my cards right. Okay. Yeah, of course, hypothetically. But enough of this. It's time for your final day to truly begin. With Cupid's vote of confidence, you continue your journey up the mountain. Eventually you arrive in the quaint little village. Genji is there to greet you. Honestly, you don't understand why you can't travel together. Do I like Overwatch so I can play the Overwatch dating sim? Honestly, I think my love for Overwatch came first. I never expected there to be an Overwatch dating sim. But it's honestly pretty good so far. As a little, mini event thing, it's amusing enough. Andalono, you made it. What did you think of the hike? It's worth it to be here with you. It was a breeze. It absolutely would not be a breeze. It really wasn't worth it. It was worth it to be here with you. I've never played it, Genji. I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was worth it to be here with you. I'm happy you think so. There are a few people who would be willing to scale a mountain to spend time with me, if you can believe that. It means a lot that you did. What Genji doesn't see is just, the fucking trail of oxygen canisters that are behind me on the mountain. Like every, 10 meters. Anyway, I'm glad you're finally here. This place is very special to me, and I hope I can show you why. Come for a walk with me? Gladly you take Genji's arm. He leads you all around the village, and you can't help but bask in every sight. It's truly beautiful. Certainly not the kind of place you'd want to host a 5v5 King of the Hill style combat. But what's more beautiful than the village itself is the way Genji glows while taking you through it, recounting memories of the time he spent here. He tells you everything from the story of how we first arrived here to tales of his most trying meditations. After strolling a while, Genji takes you to the old accommodations that housed him through his time in Nepal. Though he has been absent for some time, the room is still clearly his. There's an old mattress, a haori? Is Hayori? Is that how? I don't know that word. Alright. There's a mattress. And a framed photo of Genji with his brother, taken years ago. Genji goes to say something, but someone else speaks first. Genji, you've arrived. Is that... I was going to say, it has to be Zenyatta. I hope you had a safe journey, my student. Is Zenyatta? How sad is it that the only place you can get Zenyatta content these days is the explicitly non-canon dating sim and that one short story? Well, maybe something will happen with my Ramatra guy soon. Who knows? Ah, wink wink. Gonna be some more Zenyatta lore content on the horizon. Master, it's good to see you again. Indeed. I hear that you are bringing a visitor, and I hoped I could meet them. Of course, Andalorno, this is my master, Zenyatta. You're ready for a trek through the snow-covered mountains, but this is basically like meeting Genji's parent. Is that weird for a third date? Doesn't matter. It's happening now, it's up to you to deal with it. It's wonderful to meet you, or give him a fist bump. It's wonderful to meet you, you'll be polite. It's really wonderful to meet you, Zenyatta. I've heard great things. That's a lie. You haven't heard anything, but he seems to react warmly even so. Likewise, I'm glad you survived your journey here. You're going to ignore the threatening aura of that sentence and let him keep talking. It is rare for Genji to have company here. I sense he must be quite fond of you. Oh, I certainly hope so. Master, you're embarrassing me. I'm sure your companionship will mean a great deal to him. He has always struggled to accept himself. Perhaps the acceptance of another will help him along his path. You never realise how much your company might mean to Genji. To think, just a few nights ago, you were planning to enjoy the comedy stylings of literally anyone in New York City by yourself. Now, it's entirely possible you're changing the life of an Overwatch agent. I believe... Master? I sense I have surpassed my annual screen time allotment. I'm afraid I will need to depart. Genji, do I like your singing? I think it might have been out of tune. The two of you say goodbye to Master Zenyatta, and when you're left alone, Genji's previous exuberance is gone, replaced with contemplation. Something on your mind, Genji? Just think about what my master said. He was being truthful, you know. Spending time with you has done a lot to help my own self of sense. Or even sense of self. But I have to wonder. Andalono, do you really think it's possible to know your true self? Wow, to be honest, that's a far deeper question than you ever would have expected from the silly dating sim you'd signed up for. But you've come this far, right? What's the harm in one more question? And that really is one more. I believe this will be your last chance to win Genji's heart, Andalono. Use it wisely. Well, what do you think? Can one know their true self? Yes, they can. I'm not sure, but you can try. I really don't care. Okay, it's obviously not option number 3. I feel like they're saying yes, you can. It's just such an oversimplification. I think you can try. I think you have to, you know, put effort in. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe not. But I think it's always worth it to try finding out who you really are. Otherwise, what's the point in it all? I think you might be right. You know, when I ended up like this, when my brother... He trails off. Cupid watches him intently, his brow knit with pain. I felt so much guilt. I would look at myself every day and despise the person who looked back at me. I think we failed. But as much as it hurt, I had to look, or else I could not have grown from who I was. Perhaps I will never know my true self. But you're right. I must always try to see who I really am. Thank you, Andalono. I am glad to know you feel the same. Andalono, I've really enjoyed spending so much time with you lately. It's been a long time since I allowed myself to get close to anyone. But I must admit. Admit what, Genji? I felt some guilt that you have not seen the real me. You're a bit confused. You're pretty sure you've just enjoyed 3 dates with the real him. But before you can ask, he clarifies. We've been spending so much time together, and you've only seen me with the mask on. And although my mask is extremely epic, it's not the true me. It is really cool though. I know, right? But still. Genji takes your hands into his. His green visor stares back at you. And you wonder what his eyes might look like beneath it. Andalono, can I show you who I really am? Oh, we'll accept your blade anytime, Genji. Of course. I love you, Genji! Genji puts his hand over his heart, shocked but not at all disappointed in your confession. After returning to reality, he chuckles under his breath. It's funny. It seems I could deflect anything but love. Also, you can't deflect, you know, the Tesla cannon from Winston, the Zarya beam, the Sim beam. You can't deflect the Sigma Rock either, that just crunches you. Diva Bomb, that's gonna kill your ass. Diva's fucking remake, that's gonna, you know, stomp you. Honestly, there's quite a lot of things you can't deflect, Genji. And beams. But mostly love. With great care, Genji reaches for his mask. Though he hesitates, he eventually builds the strength to remove it, showing you his true face beneath. Genji, you're so beautiful. You're beautiful! You're beautiful, it's true! If you believe so, then it must be true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I did not know what to do. It took me so long to come to terms with who I am now. Knowing you accept me makes me confident it was worth all that time. I know my true self loves you too, Andalono. You have embarked on a journey of love and found what you desire at the end. Love takes many forms, but it always is true. May you cherish this love with Genji forever and always. If my love was an ult, it'd be fully charged. Incredible. Is that a spray? Genji's aim is true, but his love for you is truer. Loverwatch, love never dies. Redeem this reward and refresh the page. Oh, absolutely return them. Oh. Nice. I mean, that's a great thumbnail, honestly. Sweet. Okay, dismiss. Please go away. Card front. Alright, I guess these are all redeemed now. Okay, we'll do the other storyline then. Let me play. We are now going to be... Who shall we be for Mercy? We'll be, you know, Alina from Alina of the Arena fame. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, we're in the laugh attic again. And they're adjusting to my eyes. Is that Mercy? Oh, baby. It's Mercy. Genius doctor, genius scientist, genius inventor. No matter how many times you blink, she's still there. And you're completely love-struck. You can't be pain-struck with Mercy. She's a healer. Love-struck. You didn't know you had a thing for perfect, brilliant, kind, and beloved philanthropists. I can't say that word. I know the word philanthropist. English is hard. Look, English really hard. Before. Well, obviously you do. But your dating track record implies otherwise. Zap. Hark! Do I hear the sound of heart beating faster than the smell of sweat on your palms? Alright, it's this deal again. It's Cupid. Okay. We've seen all this before. Yeah, I think so. It's not my baseline anxiety. He's going to give me some advice. Do I want to win the hearts of Mercy? Absolutely. And if I can't, there's plenty of R34 content on the internet that can dampen my broken heart. Yes, I want to win the heart of Mercy. He arches his eyebrow. To win a heart, you must arm yourself with the power of knowledge. How much do you really know about Mercy? Wait. Is he actually setting up a trivia quiz here? I am waiting. Sorry, were the trivia questions important to winning Mercy's heart? Test my unparalleled Mercy knowledge? Can I look at one thing in the Overwatch fan wiki first? Test my knowledge. Test my unparalleled Mercy knowledge. Confidence. I hope it's well placed. What is Mercy's real name? It is... That's spooky. It's Angela Ziegler. What? Fuck! He got me with a trick question. It's Dr. Angela Ziegler to you, bitch. Okay, Cupid, Hanzo, Shimada. Stop that. What is your favourite food? The tears of careless DPS heroes. The tears of the tears of the careless DPS heroes. That's quite dark. I like that. She will not do better. Alright, what's the field of research? She has a PhD in heroes never dieism. This is rigged, there is no right answers. Healing, duh. Biology. It's biology. Incorrect yet again. She's a pioneer in applied nanobiology. More specifically, biotic technology. You didn't give me that answer, though. Same difference. In the matters of the heart, the details matter. Okay, you're right, Cupid Hanzo, sure. As much as I hate to say it, you're right. I'm always right. But do not worry, my magical powers will elevate you above your incompetence. Wait, I thought there was no magic in the Overwatch setting. No more questions. Now, Mercy is a highly accomplished woman. What would impress her the most? You said no more questions. After this one, tell me the most impressive thing about you. I'm a pretty nice person. I'm really funny. I'll tell her how many hours I clocked on Overwatch 2. Can't I just say hi? I'll tell her about my hours clocked on Overwatch 2. Impressive! Say it loud and proud with this. He hands you a mic. The mic they use for open mic nights at the Laugh Attic. Click. The spotlight illuminates you. By the way, I've still not gone to say hello yet to Mercy. And Mercy turns her head. She's looking at you. Gulp. Guess how many hours I clocked on Overwatch 2? The crowd clears their throat. Chairs squeak. Whispers. I don't think people get the joke. It wasn't a joke. I know, but this is a comedy club where hopeful fools tell jokes, and she's waiting. Okay, here goes nothing. Do you want to hear my favourite joke about the periodic table? Why doesn't the surgeon like operating on elbows? I want to hear the periodic table joke. I'm intrigued. Honestly, this one is for me. Mercy, do you want to hear my favourite about the periodic table? Nah. You put the mic back and sit down. I wanted to hear the joke. You put the mic back down and sit down. You should have known. Only a space gorilla scientist could pull off that joke. Mercy stands and heads over to you. Ba-dump. Why is she coming over? Was your joke that bad? It wasn't even your joke, though. Maybe she'll scold you for plagiarizing. Hello. Hey, Salty. No, hi there. Or even, hi there. You prepare yourself. Maybe she'll shoot you with a caduceus blaster for such a bad joke. By the way, she has 5 more shots in it now. You deserve it. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for stealing the punchline from you. That was quite rude of me. Oh no, it's fine, really. I mean, if you're going to be a comedian, you have to deal with, hecklers. She's apologizing for your bad joke. Truly an angel. My friend Winston makes that joke all the time. You're the agents, and I say, one day, we are going to bury him. She was right. She should have called me out on that joke. You could laugh, or you could continue just blinking at her like a cow chewing its cud. You're smart and funny, OP. Keep blinking at her. Has anyone told you that you're hilarious? You're OP, Mercy. You'll always be OP in my heart. You're smart and funny, OP. Mobility and overpowered are not the same thing. You've also got a really good single target healing ability. You have a resurrect ability, which in 5v5 is pretty goddamn strong. It was good in 6v6, but when you consider you can res on the, one cooldown, with not a lot of skill involved, although skilling, potentially angling yourself not to get just headshots whilst, channeling the ability. You can restore 20% of your team's, relative power back to the team if someone gets picked. And you can damage boost. And as you point out, you have insane mobility. And mobility in Overwatch 2 has tended to be pretty goddamn strong, so... would I say you were overpowered? No. Would I say you were, powered? Yes. Writer's note. Mercy was not met at the time of writing this. Please be merciful as she is by the time the sim releases. Who's going to tell him? That was supposed to be a compliment. I know. I'm just tired of being admired. Tired of love uninspired. Was that a reference? Yes. I'm surprised this made it past revisions. I'm surprised this dating sim even exists. Indeed, that too. Speaking of dating sims, we should probably proceed to the next date. I was thinking about something fun, like dinner at a fancy restaurant. Date number 2 with Mercy? We're on fire right now. I'll have to check my schedule now. I'd love to join you. I'd love to join you. Mercy smiles. You could die happy right now, and she would just resurrect you back. Fantastic. I will meet you at Cafe Azur at Circuit Royale. Just fly away. As she floats away. You can't believe it. You're going to have dinner with Mercy tomorrow at... Wait a minute. Circuit Royale? That's not in Midtown. If you want to make it in time for dinner tomorrow, you better queue up now. How do you think things went? There is room for improvement. Concentrate less on your discomfort and more on her. The first date is finished, but the journey ahead is long and fraught with peril. We'll endure these trials together. Luckily, the hopeful future of Overwatch is a very reasonably priced transatlantic train. You arrive in Monaco in a few short hours. Supercars zip by in the distance. The aroma of high-end dining wafts from nearby tables. The menu is in front of you and you're cursing yourself for skipping French class all those years ago. Merci beaucoup. It's exactly 3 minutes and 2 seconds past the time of your dinner date. Ça va? And Mercy is still nowhere to be found. That's honestly the limit of my French. Gone. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe there's an international crisis somewhere and she had to go. Maybe. Maybe she's just running fashionably late. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. This is honestly nothing. I've had a partner where we were meant to, I can't remember the exact time, but let's say we were meant to meet up at 1 PM. They came at 3 PM. Not for dinner, I think we were playing squash and going swimming or something. It was fucking crazy, and I just stood there waiting for 2 hours. 4 minutes and 19 seconds. She must hate you. Are you going to eat that breadsticks, or just let them sit there? Cupid Hanzo, get your fucking paws off my breadsticks. They are my breadsticks. One of the few things in life that I enjoy, bread and bread-related products. I'm so sorry. She's flustered, having rushed over here. I was working on a new dissertation, and I wasn't keeping track of the time. I got here as fast as I could. Do forgive me. Hey, they did nerf Guardian Angel to a 2.5 second cooldown, so it makes sense. Happens to the best of us. Only if I get a special thanks in your dissertation. No, happens to the best of us. Well handled. Really? Should I be honest and tell her I almost had a meltdown? Consider saving that for the dessert course. Mercy smiles and sits down. Have you ordered yet? This place was a fabulous fucking, I don't know what. The courgettes. Fried zucchini flowers. Yeah, of course I knew that. You take a deep breath, nod and look back at the menu. I'll order the chicken nuggets. Fidget with the menu, order the most expensive thing. Order the Bersha muesli. Honestly, of all these three things, I'd probably go for the chicken nugs, but knowing the date, I'd fidget with the menu. But we'll go with a Bersha muesli, I suppose. It seems a bit bland, though. You ordered the Bersha muesli because having breakfast for dinner is one of the finer pleasures in life. And this was Mercy's recipe in the Overwatch cookbook. I knew that, of course I did. Do you like Bersha muesli as well? Because I also love it. It's the best breakfast. Yes, it is, although we are having dinner. I don't let society's expectations dictate my preferences. We have a Chad in the restaurant. Me either. The bowl of muesli arrives, clusters of bright happy berries and a trail of green and brown nuts, and seeds on a bed of white mush. How appealing. Silence falls as you two eat. That awkward bit during dinner dates where you can't decide if you should converse or eat, or talk while eating and risk spraying your date with freshly chewed food. Cupid groans. Are you truly such an amateur? Start a conversation. What do we talk about? Something about her. Your dissertation sounds interesting, tell me more. What kind of hobbies do you enjoy? So, what have you been up to since Overwatch fell apart? That might hit a nerve. Tell me more about your dissertation. Your dissertation sounds interesting, tell me more. Do you understand the nuances of medical imaging and machine learning? Well, as a matter of fact. Of course I read scientific journals for fun in my spare time. You do? You do? Yeah, honestly, I read a lot of the Journal of Analytical Chemistry. In my past, I read a few Nature articles. I actually have something published in Nature Chemistry as well, so... Yeah, I used to. I wouldn't necessarily say I did it for fun, but I did do it a lot in my spare time, so... It holds true. Yeah. Wonderful! I've been working on optimizing the resolution for imaging deep tissues to a sub-cellular level in real time. Reaching this level requires better contrast, improved electron microscopy, better samples, and better convex optimization algorithms for evaluating the complex loss functions to digest a massive amount of visual information. We're still not close to completing a universal molecular atlas because of the massive amount of computing power we need to calculate angular orientation of the cellular protein complexes. I am now using a lot of big words that are frankly extremely scary, and wow, you're realizing now that I'm one of those once-in-a-lifetime geniuses, and I bet you're hoping that Cupid says something to bail you out here. No, sadly, I understood everything you were saying there. Also, I hope, Mercy, when you put your, you submit your dissertation, that you put novel somewhere in the abstract of the title, like 99% of other articles out there. Also, I wouldn't call it sub-cellular. It doesn't sound very scientific, to be honest with you. Oh. I would change the subject to something you can easily understand. I understand this one. I want to talk about this topic. What does being a hero feel like? What kind of hobbies do you enjoy? What are your other hobbies? Now, what kind of hobbies do you enjoy? I like volunteering at clinics around the world and collecting crystals. Uh-oh, red flag. Non-canonically, of course. Like non-canonical healing crystals? Uh-oh. Run. My favourite is the rose quartz. Now, is that because you like the The crystal structure of it. It represents love, healing, and compassion. I have no problem with people, if you like crystals like this, and even if you go like, oh, I got this crystal because it's, my birth month's crystal. I don't think much into it, but, I like the colour or something like that, or I like the structure of it, sure. If you're going like, okay, you are suffering too much with COVID right now because your negative energies are in the line, and you need this rose quartz crystal to your northwest breezily direct. Just fuck off. I have no time for that. It represents love, healing, and compassion, right? Right. You high-five Cupid. Mercy looks at you concerned. You forgot that only you can see him. My godly knowledge and love does not cover how to recover from such tomfoolery. So helpful. Just stretching the old latissimus dorsi. Anyways, what does being a hero feel like? No one believes me when I say that it's not that great as people think. God, I know. People chase you around in the back line. You've got like a fucking ball on your ass the entire time. Tracer just pistoling you down. You've got your Genji spamming in the chat, I need healing. Then at the end of the, you lose the game with... I say you lose the game. You lose your half with like 2 or 3 minutes remaining on the clock. And people are going like, GG, healer so bad. Please uninstall. The world saw me as Mercy, a guardian angel, noble and perfect. But I'm also just Angela Ziegler, and I am not perfect. Nor is the kerneling on this sentence. You're missing a space in there. And when the world saw me, they were disappointed. Mercy, I'll be never disappointed to have a Mercy on my team. 2 Mercies, then we might have some issues. I don't mind being Mercy. If the world needs her, then I will be there. But I wish they would also welcome Angela. Wow. I need you, Angela. I need you, Angela. It's our second date. This feels a little bit too desperate. But I hate the other 2 answers, so... I need you, Angela. She chokes on a sip of water. The other patrons look over, oozing disdain at her gauche behaviour, or gauche. You discreetly slide a napkin towards her. You okay? Yes, I'm sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. But she looks down, face still pink. Thank you for saying that. It's nice to hear. I was wondering, I'm volunteering at a clinic in Cairo tomorrow. Would you like to see Angela trying to save the world? Cairo, Egypt? No, Cairo, Massachusetts. I literally can't miss it unless I stop here. She beams at you and soars away on a 2.5 second cooldown, leaving a lingering scent of perfection. I wonder what the scent of perfection smells like. Well, perfect to you. Oh, to me? Okay, so it smells like... What is, like, one of my favourite smells? I guess, like, have you ever walked in the morning, like, early on, let's say 6 or... Like, yeah, 6 in the morning, that's fine. And you've gone past, like, a bakery or something and they're freshly baking all the bread. Oh. Perfection. Well, one way or another, that date is complete. Thanks so much. How did our night go? She seems happy with you. Only through carelessness will you lose her heart now. But there is still another date in your future. Do what you can to prepare. I sense this one will be the most important of them all. Let's go. There's no time to waste. As soon as the airship touched down in Cairo, we went straight to the clinic. It's a modest clinic, bright and clean. Angela hands you a pair of scrubs and she puts on a lab coat. As she tends to patients, you help as much as you can. Always mopped. Paperwork filed and sorted. Supplies stocked. You sit down in the break room, exhausted. Angela enters. You straighten up immediately. You must be tired. I'll make you some coffee. Please don't, Mercy. I'm not a huge fan of coffee. I'm a tea type of gal, I guess. She hands you a cup of something that looks like coffee. It smells like coffee, but it's definitely not quality coffee. Her genius does not extend to the baristorial of arts, if such things exist. Drink enthusiastically, put the cup down discreetly. Let me make another pot. Yours smells like someone tortured coffee beans to death. Listen, sometimes you just have to take the L in life. You drink it enthusiastically. It's endearingly revolting, but strong. Do you like it? Just what the doctor ordered. I know it's terrible, but there's plenty more, so help yourself. You know what? She's self-aware. That's fine. Your stomach gurgles in protest, but hey, it'll keep you awake. Everyone's telling me that you're a great help. Keep it up. She leaves. Her compliment energizes you more than any cup of coffee. Get back to volunteering. You head back into the clinic lobby, picking out coffee grinds from your teeth. You're quite the brave one. Who do we think this is? I'm gonna guess Baptiste. You recognize that quiet, wry voice. Oh, you turn around the knits. Oh, it's Anna. Of course it's Anna. It's Cairo. I'm dumb. No one has experienced Angela's coffee and come out smiling in the other end. Anna. The Anna Amari? Legendary sniper. Original Overwatch Strike Squad member. The bane of most of your matches. What is she doing here? I don't think anyone would say Anna is the bane of your matches. I'd probably say on a criteria of one of the most fun supports to both play and play against, I think Anna would rank number 1. Anna, what are you doing here? Are you hurt? Oh, I'm always aching somewhere, you know that. And who is this? This is Alina, She blushes, pink Mercy TM pink. Nice reference. Date, I'm Angela's date. I can't believe this volunteering staff got me the chance to meet Anna Amari, or I'm just helping out Angela for the day. I'm Angela's date. Say it loud, say it proud. Date, I'm Angela's date. Mercy liked that. Anna's eyes pin Mercy in place. Dr. Angela Ziegler, are you blushing? Absolutely not. It is extremely hot here. Her gaze pierces you. You know those eyes have seen the world's most dangerous criminals and their final moments. I've always told Faria to look for someone who's not afraid to speak up. I'm glad you found someone like that, Angela. It was nice meeting you, Alina. She leaves. Angela clears her throat and avoids eye contact with you. I'll see you when the shift ends. You're alone, wondering what just happened. Well done. You've impressed Anna Amari. Where the heck were you? Where the heck were you? Some mortals, frightening even the gods themselves. The important matter is, you impressed a close friend. Anna's opinion of you will heavily influence your fate with Dr. Ziegler. And speaking of fate, are you ready to see how your journey ends? Yeah, I'm pretty confident, honestly. We will see. Do you have a moment? I want to talk about something with you. Follow me. Run away! There's no point in running away, she'll just guardian angel back to me. Angel leads you to the top floor of the clinic, where there's a rooftop terrace with stunning views of Cairo. In the visual, it's definitely 2 tents. What are you talking about, the top floor? I just go on top of the tent? Wow. Spectacular, isn't it? I come up here often after a long shift. You both take in the view of the city, the Nile sparkling orange from the setting sun, and the high-rise apartments and freeways gathering around its shores. So what do you want to talk about? I want to say thank you for the last few days together. You saw me for who I really am, and instead of judgment or expectations, you gave me humour, compassion, and kindness. That someone like you exists in this world, it makes me want to believe in it a little stronger, fight for it a little harder. I want to show you something. Take my hand. I can show you the world. Do 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 do. Something about a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. Come to see this world from above. They knew the reference, as I do, in all its beauty. Accept Mercy's love. I would go anywhere with you. The Valkyrie's wings spread open. Angela takes your hand and you both soar into the clouds. Oh, it's the Valkyrie skin as well. I've known many heroes, but you are mine. You've embarked on the journey of love and found what you desire at the end. Love takes many forms, but it is always true. May you cherish this love with Mercy, forever and always. Oh wow, that just ends really quickly. Be my pocket, Mercy. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll redeem this as well, please. Thank you very much. And so there was a third pathway, I believe. Let me just try and load this up again. If I haven't unlocked it, then we'll call it here. But I want to see if I can schmooze Cupid. Hold on, wait a moment, Alina. Where am I? It's Hanamura! You are in the realm of love. This looks a lot like 1-2 CP map. A reference that no one from Overwatch 2, if you just joined at Overwatch 2, will be aware of. That what map? You know, that old game mode from before times. Can you pause your brilliant wit for just a second, please? Wait, one more comment. Get it out of your system. This dating sim was way too easy. Is this a secret ending? When will he add the other heroes as options? Is this a secret ending? Is this a secret ending? You would find out faster if you'd let me finish. Anyways, before you give away the secrets of this dating sim on the internet, I must confess, your devotion to winning the trust and respect of these heroes is admirable. Not only have you brought love to their hearts, but to mine as well. Have this as a token of my respect. I'm getting Hanzo's arrow. I don't think this is really what, I was expecting, but I guess I'll take it. Cupid hands you an arrow from his quiver. You take his gift. I don't know what to say except... You were my soulmate all along. I couldn't ask for a better wingman than you. You were my soulmate all along. I thought it was impossible for Cupid to find true love, but you make the impossible possible. Aww. Hey, shouldn't you be shooting me with this arrow? There's no need. You have already pierced my heart without it. You know what? As a little, different event, I really enjoyed this. I thought some of the references in it were pretty funny. There was, references to stuff outside of the game as well, like the Overwatch cookbook. That was really, really cool. I hope they do more, little events like this in the future. Hell, maybe even another year's time to do another, dating sim with some of the other characters and expand beyond this. Shout out to all these people in the credits. You did a really good job here. Okay, there's a lot more accreditations than I thought there were going to be. Holy shit. To you from Cupid Hanzo. Nice. We got all the rewards. Is that it? Is there another card thing here? Mercy, Genji, and Hanzo all feel for you. Plenty of love to go around. And this is the Cupid Hanzo thing. Wow, that was a cool little event. Anyway, YouTubers, that's going to do it for this kind of surreal episode, I suppose, of Loverwatch. And it's the only episode of Loverwatch you're going to get this season. I hope all of you found your hero as well on Valentine's Day. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.